Ladies and gentlemen, if you're over 60 and living alone or with a spouse, you probably do what millions of other seniors do every day. You make a warm meal, store the leftovers in the fridge, and then reheat them the next day. Sounds safe, right? But what if I told you this everyday habit could be silently poisoning you? What if the simple act of reheating yesterday's dinner could be triggering inflammation in your joints, harming your digestive system, and even disrupting your brain function without you ever realizing it? Today, we're sounding the alarm on 5 common foods that most seniors reheat without a second thought. Foods that, when reheated, become toxic to the body. Yes, toxic. Backed by science, proven in real studies, and shockingly underreported. Let's start with a question. How many times have you reheated mashed potatoes or chicken from last night? Be honest. Most of us have done it hundreds of times. But the truth is, the way food reacts to heat a second time is not always safe. In fact, research shows that certain cooked foods, when left at room temperature and reheated later, can become breeding grounds for bacteria or worse, transform into compounds that the body can't safely handle. Inflammation levels skyrocket. Digestive discomfort appears out of nowhere, and in some cases, long-term risks like neurotoxicity, fatigue, and cardiovascular stress can quietly develop. So let's walk through these 5 foods together. And please, stay with me till the end because I'll also reveal the 3 foods you should always reheat thoroughly for safety. Number 5. Potatoes. You might think of potatoes as safe, comforting, and harmless. After all, we've been eating them our whole lives. But did you know that once a cooked potato sits out for more than 2 hours, it can begin developing Clostridium botulinum, the same bacteria responsible for botulism? This condition isn't just rare food poisoning. It can be deadly, especially in older adults. Studies from the European Food Safety Authority show outbreaks of botulism tied directly to poorly stored, reheated potato dishes across Europe. Even if you refrigerate them later, it may be too late. The bacteria can form toxins that heat cannot destroy, and reheating those potatoes can actually activate dormant spores, creating a more toxic effect than before. What's the solution? Cook only what you need, store any leftovers within 60 minutes in an airtight container, and never reheat them in aluminum foil. If you must reuse potatoes, eat them cold in salads or turn them into fresh potato cakes cooked at high heat. But the golden rule? When in doubt, throw it out. Number 4. Mushrooms. Mushrooms, rich in umami flavor, full of nutrients like selenium and vitamin D, and absolutely wonderful fresh. But once you cook them, their structure changes rapidly. Unlike other vegetables, mushrooms contain complex proteins that break down into toxic byproducts after cooking. When you reheat them, these broken down compounds become harder for your digestive system to process, sometimes triggering stomach cramps, nausea, or worse. A study from the International Journal of Food Microbiology found that reheating mushrooms increased harmful compounds by 70%. And in older adults, this can lead to heart irregularities or allergic reactions. Why? Because mushroom compounds can interact with heart medications and affect blood pressure. Instead, sauté mushrooms fresh, eat them immediately, and if you store them, consume them cold within 24 hours. Never reheat them. Ever. Your stomach, heart, and immune system will thank you. Number 3. Chicken. Now we're entering dangerous territory. Chicken is the most commonly reheated meat among seniors, and also one of the most dangerous. You see, chicken contains protein strands that change shape when cooled, and when reheated, they don't go back to their original form. This can confuse the body, triggering inflammation. Worse yet, bacteria like Salmonella and Campylobacter grow at alarming rates in cooked chicken left out too long. According to the USDA, reheating chicken doesn't kill the toxins these bacteria produce. It only warms them up for delivery into your body. The CDC warns that people over 65 are 5 times more likely to be hospitalized from chicken-related food poisoning. Symptoms include severe stomach pain, diarrhea, even bloodstream infections. If you're going to eat leftover chicken, cool it immediately, store in shallow containers, and eat it cold within 48 hours. Or better yet, only cook the amount you'll eat fresh. Use rosemary and thyme in your recipes, not just for flavor, but because they contain natural antibacterial compounds. Number 2. Rice. This one shocks almost everyone. Rice is so common, so innocent. But cooked rice can harbor Bacillus cereus, a spore-forming bacterium that survives the cooking process. Once the rice cools, these spores multiply rapidly and release toxins that cannot be destroyed by reheating. A staggering 89% of rice-related food poisoning cases stem from people reheating improperly stored rice. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because the symptoms, vomiting, cramps, diarrhea, can lead to rapid dehydration. Proper technique means spreading cooked rice thinly on a tray to cool it quickly, refrigerating within 1 hour, and eating within 24 hours. Do not reheat it more than once. If you must reuse it, make fried rice at high heat. But again, fresh is best. Brown rice offers more fiber and nutrients but carries the same risks when mishandled. Number 1. Spinach and leafy greens. At the very top of the danger list is spinach, a food we've been told our entire lives is good for us. And it is, but only when fresh. Spinach and similar leafy greens contain high levels of nitrates, which are harmless until they're exposed to heat, oxygen, and bacteria during storage. When reheated, nitrates transform into nitrites, and then into nitrosamines, compounds linked to cancer and oxygen deprivation. The World Health Organization classifies nitrosamines as probable human carcinogens. The University of Vienna found that seniors who regularly reheated greens had a significantly higher incidence of low oxygen symptoms like fatigue, blue-tinted skin, and shortness of breath. The fix? If you cook spinach, eat it immediately. If you must store it, refrigerate it fast and consume it cold the next day. Better yet, enjoy spinach fresh, lightly steamed with a squeeze of lemon to increase iron absorption. It's not spinach that's the enemy, it's the reheated spinach. Now for a twist, there are 3 foods that you must reheat to make them safe. Number 3. Pork. Pork may contain parasites like Trichinella spiralis. Even though rare today, the CDC still sees cases every year. If pork isn't heated to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit, these parasites can survive. Reheating ensures digestibility and safety. Use a meat thermometer and heat thoroughly, especially thick cuts. Number 2. Soup with meat or veggies. Soup cools unevenly when stored in large pots. The center may stay warm for hours, perfect for bacterial growth. Always divide soup into smaller portions before refrigerating. When reheating, bring it to a rolling boil for 1 full minute. Never microwave it in short bursts. Number 1. Ground meat. The grinding process spreads bacteria throughout the meat. According to the FDA, ground meat must be reheated to 165 degrees Fahrenheit throughout. Stir constantly to eliminate cold spots. Avoid large reheated portions. Instead, slice into smaller pieces for quick, even reheating. Let me tell you about Dorothy, an 82-year-old retired nurse from Michigan. She used to get frequent stomach cramps and thought it was just old age. It wasn't. One day after a particularly rough episode, her doctor asked her to list what she'd eaten. Turned out she'd been reheating chicken, spinach, and rice almost every week. Her doctor warned her about these exact foods. She changed her routine, cooked smaller portions, stopped reheating greens, and started paying attention to how long food was left out. Within a month, her digestion improved, her energy returned, and she even started walking her dog again every morning. All it took was one lifestyle change, and the knowledge you're hearing now. Tell us in the comments, have you ever felt sick after eating reheated food? Which of these 5 shocked you the most? We reply to every comment with personal tips, because at the Seniors Hub, your health is our mission. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more powerful senior health tips every single week. Stay wise, stay strong, and as always, stay safe in your kitchen.